honest with you, when I watch Nick Fuentes' videos, I agree with like 90% of what he says. And I think he might be surprised to hear me say that. Are you surprised to hear me say that?
I don't think that's true.
You don't think that's true? No. America first?
Yeah, that's fine, but I mean everything that you represent is just kind of gross.
Why is it gross?
I think a man dressing up like a woman is like activates my disgust emotion in my brain.
Okay, he's honest. What would you say if I told you I really honestly believe in your right to feel the way you do? And I defend you.
I agree.
I defend you. I think that the radical LGBT cult is out of control.
But see, the problem is not the radical LGBT, it's just the LGBT period. That's the problem.
Well, I don't identify with that community. I'm just a gay man. Okay. But before I'm gay,
I think that's in there. I think that's in there.
So you guys like
gays and LGBT. We're against that. It's a Christian country.
And I just wanted to meet him.
Okay. I see. What's the good guy? I feel like he's a good guy.
He's a hater.
Listen. No. Leave him alone. Leave Nick alone. I really feel like he's willing to have a conversation.
If you want to confirm me, that's better than what I got from Charlie Kirk.
No, listen, Nick. I just feel like what we have in common, the First Amendment, the Second Amendment to bear arms, the freedom of religion, including a bakery not serving me a cake, I believe that is essential. So what I'm saying is I really believe that we do have a lot in common, and we got to work together and unite so that we can get President Trump reelected. He's our only weapon against the radical agenda that's being
You're part of that radical agenda. I mean, I'm not a traditionalist for like 1990. I'm a traditionalist for like 1790.
Maga!
What you're about is like in diametric opposition to the kind of Christian country that we want to promote. So, while there may be overlap in some areas, in critical and foundational and essential areas, there's a contradiction. And that's why, I would never, for example, be with somebody who's for abortion, because abortion is murder.
Me neither. I've done videos about the evils of abortion.
I also can't be with somebody who's for the normalization or promotion of homosexuality, gender bending, and all this kind of degeneracy. I mean, you could see the country and where we're at today. The problem is the promulgation of degeneracy, deviancy, homosexuality, and for you to come around and break yourself around and say, "Well, no, but I'm like a Maga drag queen." It's just completely tone deaf. It's completely
it's not tone deaf.
If this is what Maga is, count me out.
I am pro-life. I am pro-Second Amendment. I am First Amendment, and actually, as a drag queen, I stand up and defend your right to disagree with what I'm doing. And other LGBT radicals don't do that. So that's why I say, look, obviously I don't really get your point of view, and you don't get mine. But I really feel like right now, our one and only weapon to save America as we love it is Donald Trump.
I agree.
So, okay, we agree on that. So I say, I think it's disgusting that you have been deplatformed. I think it is anti-American that anybody's voice is deplatformed. And even though I may have watched your videos and thought, okay, he's crazy, I want your voice out there, Nick.
Well, thank you.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you believe that I also deserve to have my voice out there?
Well, I believe in free speech, but
Okay.
I don't agree with what you're doing with
Are
it.
you cooler than her?
No, stop it. Nick, if you believe in free speech, then you believe in speech that you disagree with.
Well, but not necessarily all the time. I think what we should have is decency laws, so that the kinds of things that you're promoting shouldn't be shown to children. They shouldn't be on television or in commercials, or really, for public
What
consumption.
am I promoting? I'm trying to bring common sense, gay people
There's nothing
into
common
the
sense
movement.
about this. There's nothing common sense about what you're doing. And, look, I respect the dignity of all people, but this is not a dignified presentation. And I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings, but
My
we
feelings
need
are not hurt,
moral
Nick.
conviction.
My feelings are not hurt. You're turning a little red. You could use a little concealer. Free speech. Nick Fuentes is right here. He's basically the opposite
Lady
of you.
Maga is cooler than
No.
Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes,
What?
you know what? I have watched his videos. I think he is correct on a lot of issues. And what I think is important is, in America, I feel like you believe that our government should have religious principles come first. Really? So you don't believe in the separation of church and state?
I think there should be a pretty strong integration.
Okay, well that's honest.
I think
That's
the government
honest.
should be Christian. The
That's
society
honest.
should be.
Well,
What you should do is you should drop the radical part. Just drop the whole LGBT part. You should drop the drag stuff. Drop the homosexuality. You should find a woman, and as a man, you should marry her.
So you
and
think
we should live in a normative, virtuous society?
You think a woman deserves to marry a man who is not romantically and physically attracted to her? I tried
And
it.
if that's the case, then you just
Listen, let me tell you.
Celibate.
Listen, I grew up Mormon. I went on a 2-year Mormon mission to France.
That's problematic in a different way.
Well, I came back from that mission, and I went to conversion therapy to try to become straight. And I was dating a woman, and her father left her family because he was gay. And I said to myself, that is unethical. That is wrong to try and convince her to marry me when I'm not physically romantically
Two
attracted
wrongs
to her.
don't make a right. So, I mean, the answer to not being attracted to women is not to deviate and rebel against God and natural order. It's to just be a normal, healthy.
God is bigger than our earthly situation. He understands what the hell is going on. He'll work it out. But here's what I have to say, Nick. I commend your free speech. I do not think you should be deplatformed.
Thank you.
And my belief is that in America there is room for your voice and there is room for my voice. And I really, Nick, I really believe I'm an Eagle Scout, okay? And Scouts is ruined.
Scouts honor.
Scouts honor, for real. I believe we have more in common than we don't. And by dressing up like this as a Trump-supporting drag queen, it's my way of giving a middle finger to the radical LGBT cult that is pushing transgenderism on my nieces and nephews in school. Does that make any sense?
I just don't understand how you could see transgenderism being pushed on children, and the antidote to that is for you to do this charade. I think it's a middle finger to God. It's not a middle finger to...
No.
That's a no. It's a middle finger to God and Jesus Christ, Christians, families,
No, God loves
children.
me. Jesus
Do you think
loves
children
me.
should see this display?
You know what, Nick?
Answer
If
well.
I
Do you
were-
think children should see this display?
Listen,
Do you think that's healthy?
am I in a library reading transgender
No,
stories to children?
but I'm
Am I
asking you,
teaching
do you
them
think
this
that's,
word?
but do you think children should see this?
If a child were around me right now and their parents were like, hey, we want a picture with you, I would take a picture. I, however, have no desire to push myself on anybody's views or counteract their religious faith. So that is why I oppose Drag Queen Story Hour, because they are militantly and aggressively pushing it in a public space, pushing the transgender movement. But you'll also notice that my aesthetic is Barbie, Dolly Parton, and cheerleader. I'm not out here trying to, I'm not out here trying to sexualize anybody. I'm out here trying to say that America stands for free speech, and the gays need to join the conservative movement, the common sense gays.
They gotta stay out. America stands for Jesus Christ. And it stands
That
for
is
order
not correct.
and family.
Thomas Jefferson would disagree with you.
I don't think that's the case.
The words Jesus Christ are nowhere in our founding
I think if the
document.
founding fathers looked into a crystal ball and they saw this display,
They would have changed their mind.
they'd be rolling in their graves.
Okay, we're about to get kicked out. Let's end. All right. God bless you, Nick Fuentes. I don't think you're a bad guy.
Okay.
I think you're a good guy.
He's a
Take
hater.
care. No, he's not. He's a good guy.
He's a hater.
I want to finish.